In today's video, I go ahead and test out some impossible Minecraft TikTok hacks and see if they actually work. Now, the TikToks we test today are quite insane, and if you guys want to use them in your own Minecraft world, you just need to follow these simple steps, and maybe you might learn something new today. And if you guys do learn something new today, be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe if you guys are new, because we upload videos like this on the channel all the time, so subscribe so you never miss out. But now let's go ahead and hop into our very first TikTok hack. So our first TikTok hack here comes from Flamestorm, showing us a netherite mining machine that works insanely well. We've done one of these before, but nothing like this. So his YouTube is Flame7, go check him out. And he does a lever, some glass, some redstone, a sticky piston, some slime blocks in a formation like that, a observer facing upwards with a detector rail on top, I think that is, or an activator, and then TNT with some coral fans and 2 cobblestone walls. And that's pretty much it. You just dig out a hole beneath it and it should be ready to go. You just flick that and apparently you can just get netherite just like that. So let's go ahead and test this out and see how well this thing actually works. Okay, so we're going to set this up in this kind of area right here. I think should do the trick. So we want to go ahead and build out 3 blocks like this and then have 1 glass going down, and then we have the levers go along here and the redstone go along like that. And then we need slime blocks just like this with a observer facing upwards right here. And on top of this, a detector rail with a minecart, I think. And then the last thing we need to do is add the 2 walls right here with a coral fan beneath it, TNT above that, a coral fan beneath that, and TNT above that. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do now is dig out this big old hole. Actually, I'm not even going to dig it out. I'm just going to go ahead and dig this part out. Then we can go ahead and use the power of creative and just go ahead and fill in this area right here. And there we go. Now, all we should need to do is go ahead and flick this lever if this works. So let's go ahead and test it out in 3, 2, 1. Well. Oh, there it goes. Oh my goodness. Okay, I didn't think it was going to work. Oh my goodness. Look at this thing go. Look at it go. It's just completely blowing everything up in the area. It just keeps going. Look, we already have ancient debris right here. Oh my goodness. This thing definitely works, and oh my goodness, is this beautiful. This is extremely easy to make, and it actually does work. You just turn it off like that and fly down here, and we can see we have ancient debris right there. So I'm guessing you guys can just leave this machine on and get as much as you possibly can. So this TikTok hack definitely works. Now let's hop into the next. Okay, so this next TikTok comes in from Here I'm Robbie, and he shows us how to make a Minecraft elevator super easily. So he's using, I guess, a few sticky pistons here, a bunch of slime blocks, some observers, a little bit of redstone, some buttons here. And then he just goes ahead and builds the platform. And then I guess he's building the shaft here, like the elevator shaft that goes all the way up or as high up as you want it to go. And then for the top platform, obviously you need an area to stand. And then I guess this is where all the redstone that's going to send it back down is going to go, with a little bit of redstone there, a button upside down. And it looks like it's pretty much ready to go. And it works just like that. So let's go ahead and test this out and see if it really is this easy to go ahead and make a Minecraft elevator in Minecraft, or make an elevator in Minecraft. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just go test this out. Okay, so you guys are going to want to start off with a 4x3 area that is 4 blocks deep. Go ahead and place down a sticky piston with any kind of block that you want your elevator made out of right there, with an obsidian and 2 slime blocks right here. And then we go ahead and place an observer facing this way with a sticky piston on top of this, with 3 more slime blocks on top of this. And then we need an observer facing down with another sticky piston just like this. Now what you're going to want to do is put a block on top of this with a redstone dust on top of this, with another block on top of this, with a button on top of this. And then we go ahead and make our little elevator shaft type looking thing right here and have it go as high as we possibly want it to go. So here for this example, I think we'll just have it this high for now. And then all we need to do now is add some obsidian right here, and then another block right here with a sticky piston facing downwards, with some redstone running across the top of this, and a button right here. So when you press that, it does that. So this should do the trick, and now this should fully work. So let's walk in and test this bad boy up, and oh my goodness, it left without me. Okay, so I think I found a flaw with this. I don't think you can actually have a roof on top of you, but this should and does in fact actually work. You just need to remove this little roof part, and then you can go all the way up to the top, walk out, do whatever you need to do up here, and then come straight back. Click this button, and then you go straight back down in the elevator fashion. And it is actually a pretty awesome way to scale up to the top of your buildings. Now let's get into our next Minecraft TikTok hack. Okay, so our next TikTok hack here is coming from someone looks like they're using Windows Edition or like Pocket Edition possibly, and they make this type of contraption, which is very odd. Now I have never seen something like this before. They do a little clock setup like this. What they do is they set up a repeater going into another repeater right here, and then that repeater goes into a, I think it's another repeater, and it goes into a sticky piston that is also powered by that, with some droppers and some observer, another block with another piece of redstone. Oh, you put a snow block right there, and then you fill these up with flint and stills. Okay, and then you just add water to that bottom one, and I guess if you keep mining this, there's a possibility that you get the portal block. Now again, I've never tried this before, but a lot of you guys tagged me in it to test it out, so I'm gonna go ahead and test it out and see if this thing actually works for you. Okay, so we've got this little thing set up here, which is just a torch with a repeater with a redstone piece right here, and then we have the repeater down here with another repeater right here with a redstone piece and another redstone piece. And then from here, we go ahead and add the sticky piston, I believe, right here, along with 2 dispensers. Just like that. An observer right here. So it's observing the portal. Oh, and you cannot forget this little part here where you place a block right here and add another piece of redstone dust. And then what we do is, first of all, we need to make sure this thing is actually on. So let's go ahead and put the torch right here and then just have that on for now. Then we need to go ahead and add the water bucket down to this one and then add the flint and steels to this top one, just like that. In the video here, it's Silk Touch 1 stone shovel. So that's exactly what we're going to use. Enchant Henwy Silk Touch. There we go. So we have a Silk Touch shovel just like him. So now all we should need to do is go ahead and set our game mode to survival, flick this button. I guess this just doesn't work. I mean, from the looks of things, this is not working the way it should. Let's go try it again, maybe. Nope, I am not seeing this work anywhere, and it looks like this doesn't want to dispense either. So this contraption is either outdated or doesn't work on Java Edition or just doesn't work at all. So I'm gonna say that this is cap and it doesn't actually work at all. But there we go, we've gone ahead and tested that for you guys. Now let's get into our next TikTok hack. Okay, so this next TikTok hack is actually a bunch of TikTok hacks from this one creator called Game Lancer, who tells us a bunch of facts and a few of which we will test out in today's video.
Teen Minecraft hacks you probably didn't know in 60 seconds.
Okay.
Iron golems are not able to drown in water. Creepers detection radius is reduced by 50% if you wear a creeper's head.
We know this is true. We've tried that one before.
Instead, it just gives off redstone particles. The end portal used to look like this. In the early days of Minecraft, cats were obtained by taming an ocelot. There are exactly 233 bookshelves in a stronghold library. 233? Leaves will turn to a white frosty color when it snows in only Bedrock Edition.
Why can't we have that in Java Edition? Come on.
Furnace with a bucket will fill your bucket with water.
We know this one works.
Undying, and it will work the same as it would for a player.
Wait, okay, that's another one we have to test out?
In their mouth.
I gotta test one out as well.
Minecraft, pumpkins used to spawn with their face already carved.
So you didn't have to share them?
Next to lava will set the player on fire. TNT
okay, we'll test that one out.
72 blocks before exploding. If you place an anvil on TNT, then it will not deal any damage upon exploding. Rain falls exactly 1
we gotta test that one out as well.
The only way to place any source of water in the nether is with a cauldron.
I mean, that's pretty obvious.
To sleep if you are poisoned.
So there's definitely a few in there that I'm gonna go ahead and test out in today's video. Starting with the iron golems can't drown. I don't believe that for 1 second, but let's go ahead and see if it's real. Okay, so we have a pretty decent sized area of water right here. Now we just need to dig it down a little bit. Enough for an iron golem, I would say. So let's go ahead and get our pumpkin and our iron blocks and spawn this bad boy in. And I'm sorry, sir, but we have to test this. I guess we'll come back after a little bit and see if he drowns. We'll test these other ones out and then we'll come back and see if he actually drowned or not. Okay, so the next one is trying to see if a mob can use a totem of undying. Because I know foxes can for sure, but can any mob really do that? Now, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but there's a certain chance that any mob can hold an item. And you can spawn these in normally with spawn eggs or just have them naturally spawn, which we're not going to wait for here. But I'm just going to spawn a bunch of these bad boys in and throw one of these in here, and one of these guys should pick it up. Now let's go ahead and see if this zombie can use this totem of undying. Yes, he can. He just survived death from a Smite 5 sword, but unfortunately, he's not going to be so lucky the second time around. But yeah, I guess mobs can use totems of undying. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Now, the next thing is that foxes have a chance of spawning with an emerald. I'm not sure how true this is, so I'm going to spawn in a bunch of foxes. Oh, wait, that one spawned in with an egg in its mouth? Okay, wait. Let's go down here so they don't start just... That one spawned in with hay in its mouth? Okay. There's no way they can spawn in with an emerald in their mouth. That's just like too OP. I feel like if you saw one with an emerald in its mouth, you could literally get emeralds so easily. I don't see any emerald. Yo, wait. I'm sorry, I have to do this, but... Oh, he's fast. He's fast. Yeah, he literally just dropped an emerald and this other guy picked it up. Oh, there we go. We got an emerald. Okay, so foxes do have a chance to spawn with an emerald in their mouth. So if you want to do a speed run to get the emerald the quickest or something, maybe you might just spawn next to a fox holding one in its mouth. Okay, so the next thing was actually the soul sand next to lava. If you're standing on soul sand and it's next to lava, you can still take damage. So I want to test this out to see if it's actually as dangerous as you think and if it's something we need to watch out for. So hey, let's go ahead and place down some soul sand. go into survival right now and see. I'm standing on the soul sand. I'm not in the lava, but you can still burn to it even if you're like not actually in the lava. Look, I'm not in the lava, but I'm standing next to it and it does burn me. Well, that is something good to know. Don't stand too close to the lava if you're standing on soul sand, because otherwise you're gonna get burned. Okay, so our next TikTok here is the TNT anvil trick. So apparently if I set this TNT off but place an anvil above it, it won't do any damage to me. So we're gonna go ahead and test this right now in survival mode right here. I'm in survival mode. Set this bad boy off, place an anvil. Apparently this won't do any damage to me. It did half a heart from standing directly next to it. Okay, let's try this again. Stand right here. Okay, it's right there. Is it gonna... It still literally does half a heart, and it literally does no environmental damage at all. Look at this. It will not destroy any of the area at all. I bet I can even stand directly on top of this and it won't kill me. That's insane. That's actually insane. And now our very last one that we're going to test from that, I guess, bunch of things is you can't sleep if you have poison. If we give ourselves a poison 2 potion, a bed, and time set night real quick, if we give ourselves poison, apparently we can't sleep in a bed. We literally can't. It just keeps kicking us out. Okay, well, hey, if you guys are running away from a witch, don't try sleeping if you're poisoned, because it's still gonna help one bit. And now I'm on half a heart. Okay, well, those all did work. So now let's go ahead and hop into our final TikTok hack of today and see if it works or not. Now, this final TikTok hack, a bunch of you guys have been tagging me in it, and I have shown it on this channel before, but a bunch of you guys don't think it's real. So here it is. It's the X-ray bug, where you can hop into a composter, place the piston above you, and literally have X-ray hacks. It's pretty overpowered. So the only things that you are actually gonna need is a composter, which you can get from a village pretty easily. A lever, which is super easy to craft. Actually, no, you don't even need that. You could even use just a redstone torch, but I would argue that a lever is easier to craft, and then a piston. And a piston is literally 1 piece of iron, 1 piece of redstone, wood, and cobblestone. So again, very easy to craft. And then you just dig down to wherever you want to do this X-ray glitch, place down your composter, hop into it, so you're like sitting in it like this. Place your torch above you, and then on that, go ahead and just shift, place down the piston, and we have X-ray. And this probably isn't the best place to use it because it looks like there's no caves around. So here, let's go actually right next to a cave, and I'll show you guys this working in its best way. So here, let's fly down to this area right here. You guys can see we're in a cave right next to some diamonds. And then all we need to do is place this thing down right here, place some blocks above it, redstone torch, shift, piston, and we can see directly under all the lava and any other caves nearby. Look, there's a mineshaft over there. So this thing definitely works. And hey, if you're trying to find diamonds quickly, this is the way to do it, even though it's a little bit frowned upon. Now, if you guys did enjoy today's video, do me a favor, hit a like on the video and subscribe if you guys are new. And also, if you guys learned something new, then go ahead and let me know with a comment down below. And also tag me, Real Henwy, on any other TikToks you guys want me to test out in the future video. Now, I've been Henry. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys all again next time. Peace.